Hey folks, Grandmaster Brown here. I had a student once who had no short-term memory due to some brain damage. He would show up every Tuesday and Thursday morning introducing himself as if we didn't know him because in his memory he didn't know us and he had never been there before. I taught him as if he was a brand new student every class for a year. An interesting thing is that he actually improved dramatically. He didn't know he was getting better, but his body was remembering the movements and his ability to defend himself was getting better too. He didn't even remember the forms, but he still did them. His body knew the movements. It was really fascinating. One of the things I love most about my job is getting to work with so many unique people, each with their own stories and battles that they must face. Once a woman came to me who was completely blind. She spent a year training 2 nights per week and learned how to close the distance, get hands on her attacker, and then use everything we taught her: strikes, blocks, grappling, even kicks and knees. She even enjoyed doing weapons training. You may have seen William around the dojo. William is one of our black belts. He's a little fella. He's 45 years old and he has Down syndrome. And he's one of our crowning achievements. We are so proud of him. Plus, he's super nice to hang around with. We have had other students with various limitations and strengths: Fragile X syndrome, cerebral palsy, MS, chronic fatigue syndrome, ADHD, autism, ODD, one arm, wheelchair bound, hearing impaired, heart issues, seizure disorder, including myself, metal plates, staples, pins, and rods in the knee, back, shoulder, and neck. Okay, well, you get the point. We've had a lot of students, and every single one of them had a limitation that changes how they can train and learn. So here's the question: how do they earn black belts? Most schools have a proficiency scale. Say it's 1 to 10. The assumption is that no matter what level a student begins, they're going to reach the level expected by the instructor based on what he or she has set as the requirements. And those requirements include everything in the curriculum. But not everyone really begins as a white belt. For instance, Chris Lakeman, one of our black belts, is a gymnastics instructor today living in Switzerland. He was already an incredible athlete when he started with us. Even though he started just like everyone else as a white belt, his skill set was much higher. The belt rank had to catch up with him. Some students begin far lower than white belts, even though we award them the white belt just for having the courage to start. In their case, they had to catch up to the belt ranks. Now, is their scale of 1 to 10 the same as someone like Chris's? Some martial arts schools judge everyone on the same 1 to 10 scale. Oh, and the scale is set for a variety of attributes: strength, stamina, flexibility, execution of kicks, strikes, blocks, ground fighting, defenses, knowledge, and other items. Some schools have a minimum number of repetitions you must have done and a length of time that you must have done those repetitions. Some have behavior requirements too: respect, hard work, clean living outside the training hall, among other things. We don't have a 1 to 10 scale for our martial art. Our students have a 1 to 10 scale. William's 1 to 10 scale is different than Chris's. William earned his black belt. He earned William's black belt. He didn't earn Chris's black belt, nor did Chris earn William's black belt. Does that make sense? It goes back to the same philosophy that we don't teach martial arts, we teach people, and everyone has different strengths, skills, limitations, learning abilities, wants, and opportunities. Think of it this way: martial arts is supposed to be a great equalizer to help people who are not super athletes, not super skilled, to become better at their ability to defend themselves. As a senior, I have limitations that I didn't have when I was 20. I also have a knowledge and understanding I didn't have at 20. We have many students over age 60 who aren't here to do kip-ups and backflips and butterfly kicks. They're here to gain skills that will give them an edge in self-defense, longevity, and a life well lived. Parents, don't judge your child based on what we're capable of doing or what other children are doing. Instead, take our approach. Sally and Johnny have their own scale of 1 to 10. Are they working towards improving by pushing themselves and practicing mindfully and with intention? On their scale, we want to see an 8 or higher. If they aren't, then verbal coaching is not the answer. A student whose balance is off because of poor strength conditioning is not going to improve from verbal coaching or berating them. It's only going to improve when they grow stronger. And this only happens if they do it more. And they will only do it more if you and I are proud of them, tell them so, and tell them that we enjoy watching them train and work hard. Over time, they'll rise up on their scale, and someday the whole scale will increase. Interested in knowing more, just ask. And please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like this video. Grandmaster out.